Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's Shonda here tonight. Um, I am doing a quick, really quick video about married men and married women and the reasons not to deal with a married person. And so, but first of all, I wanted to let you guys know if you need some services or you wanted to have a question answered, hit me up on Logical Reason LLC on Facebook, hit me up on Instagram at Logic2301, and hit me up on YouTube as Shonda Blair. YouTube is taking some time to get up and running just because of the fact that I think I need a little bit more help on trying to find out how to get the videos downloaded, and so my brother's going to help me out with that piece. So but let me just get straight to it because I don't want to waste a whole lot of time. This lady sent me a letter. The letter was very long. However, I'm just going to get to the bullet points and get straight to the meat and potatoes. So this lady was seeing this man for 8 years. He is married. He has 4 kids. He has one baby on the way. All these kids are by his wife. He is a high profile person within the community, and she because now she knows about the baby, she wants to go ahead and try and break off the relationship because now she feels bad that obviously he's been telling her that he's going to leave his wife, but obviously not because they have a baby on the way. So I'm just going to answer her question. I know her question was, should I leave him? And so I'm just going to answer this question by the way of giving out 7 good tips on reasons not to deal with a married person. So tip number one, reason number one on as to why you don't deal with a married person is because if a married person cheats on their wife or husband, that tells you how they deal with conflict. That tells you how they deal with situations that they do not like. And the evidence that they do not know how to deal with conflict or situations that they don't like is you. You are the evidence. If you are dealing with a married man or married woman, you are the evidence of why they cannot deal with conflict. And how am I gonna, and the reason I say that is because they have chosen to sneak around and lie and deceive instead of being honest. And they're not totally being, he or she is not being totally honest with you, and they're not being totally honest with their spouse. So this is how they deal with conflict. This is how they deal with something that is not going right, and so they just rather just jump ship and go do something else. That's not a person you want to be hooked up with. Number 2, this lady, hiding is exhausting. And I say that because this lady has been dealing with this man for 8 years. She's now 28 years old. She started dealing with him back when she was 28 years old. Okay? Do you not know within 28 years you could have met somebody else and you could have been married yourself and you could have been in a happy, healthy relationship? But you have been dealing with a person who cares not about his wife, nor you either. And so at some point you have to ask yourself, ain't you tired? You know, I was looking at The Help earlier, and the movie Help really kind of brought that home for me because I remember when Abilene and Miss Healy was in the one lady's house, and Miss Healy was going to try and accuse Miss Abilene of stealing some silver. And so Miss Abilene told Miss Healy, she said, you are what she say? You are a godless woman. Ain't you tired? Miss Healy, ain't you tired? And so that's what it brought home for me. Ain't you tired? You're going to constantly go through this and you're going to miss out on life because you're dealing with a married man. Not good. Number 3, he's got his cake and eating it too. Okay, so look, check this out. He has a married he has a wife, a full marriage, kids and everything. He's going around this persona as being this lovely husband and father, but he has an illegitimate side chick. He's got his cake and eating it too. Number 4, how can you really love somebody who disrespects their wife or disrespects their significant other? No way. How can you love somebody who's constantly lying in a committed relationship? Number 5, you're not okay, this is a good one. For some reason, our society wants to make it seem like the woman or the person who was being pursued is the homewrecker. No, the married person or the person you're in a committed relationship with who decided to step out, they are the homewreckers. The person who's on the side is not the homewrecker. They are the accomplice. Hear me and hear me good. The person who stepped outside the relationship, they are the homewrecker. The person who was pursued into this relationship is an accomplice because now they know what's exactly going on. And they've decided to keep going with the same thing, going with the charades. So they're an accomplice. They're not the homewrecker. Number 6, despite what they say to you, you do not mean that much to them. Because let's look at it this way. If this person says that their spouse means so much to them, and then you mean so much to them, somebody lying somewhere. He's lying or she's lying somewhere, because there's no way that 2 people can mean that much to that one person. Sweetheart, more than likely his wife mean more to him than you do. Let it go. And number 7, which is the most important one, that's why I left it at the end. You're wasting your time. Let it go. You have spent 8 years with this person. 8 long years, and 8 years within that 8 years you could have found somebody that was for you, or that man could have found you. You could have been happily married yourself. But no, you decide to let your life go and wait at every waking whim of when this person call you to be ready whenever they have a free hour, a free couple of hours, a free night, a free day, or a free weekend. No, you have just wasted 8 years on something that's not going to amount to anything. He's not going to leave his wife. He's certainly not going to leave his wife for you. Why? What's the point? Let it go. Move on. He's a lost cause. And then number 8, I'm going to go ahead and close it with this. I've been down that road too. I've dealt with a married man as well for a very, very short time, but I've been there too. So I can speak on this. A married man, this is my thought process. When I was dealing with a married man did not get any commitment from me. Why? Because he was not committed to me. Again, I'm going to say that again. A married man could never, ever get commitment from me. Why? Because he was not committed to me. He was already committed to someone else. So there's no way he was going to be in my life as bae, or I was going to be seen with him out in town, or I'm making plans with him, or he's going to be somebody that I'm going to love unconditionally. No, thank you, but no thank you. Not happening. A married man that has stepped out on his marriage, do not under any circumstance get married man rights to me as a single woman. I'm going to say that one more time. A married man who has stepped out on his marriage could never get married man rights to me as a single woman. I'm not committed to him, and he's not committed to me, and obviously he's not committed to his wife. So it will never be anything. I don't respect him. I spend time with them. Okay, that's fine. That's just when I ain't got nothing else to do. That's how it was back then. When I didn't have anything else to do, but he was not bae. We didn't make plans. We wasn't really seen out in public together because I don't want to be. No. You are a married man. You are a whorish man. I don't want to be seen with you. So look, if you are in a relationship, so-called relationship, or if you're in a situation with a married man or a man even that says he's in a committed relationship, get out, run for the hills, and run for the hills fast, because you're going nowhere with that person. All right, so look, if this helped you out, this ran a little long. So if this helped you out, hit me up on Logical Reasoning LLC on Facebook. Hit me up on Instagram, Logic2301. Hit me up on YouTube. Subscribe and like and share on Facebook. Y'all have a good night. Take care. Logical Reasoning LLC. Good night.